unveil an artwork whose title is 4 Leaders, 1 Revolution. This is an initiative that was started by the embassies of Venezuela, Cuba, and Palestine, with collaboration from the Office of the Founding President, the Sam Nujoma Foundation, and cooperation of the SWAPO Party through the Office of the Vice President of the SWAPO Party. The artwork honors the revolutionary work accomplished by the 4 leaders. And the 4 leaders are our own founding president, Comrade Sam Nujoma, the late Fidel Castro, the late Yasser Arafat, and Comrade Hugo Chavez. It is in honor of their undying, unwavering revolutionary spirit that ushered in independence for most of Southern Africa, Latin America, and made a big dent in the Middle East. I would not want to belabor the point because I'm sure the architects, the initiators of this particular event will be in a better position to articulate why we are here. So without wasting much time, I'll call on the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates of the State of Palestine to come and deliver her remarks.
Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, comrades, sisters and brothers, friends. We assemble here today to pay tribute to 4 legendary leaders. 4 leaders that made history. 4 leaders, because of them, we are today where we are, proud of what they have accomplished for us and proud of their achievements. 4 historic leaders representing 3 continents understood the mission at that time. Each led his revolution. Some of them have met personally, worked together, collaborated, and became brothers. Brothers of arms, united their struggle, created special bond, revolutionary bond, irreversible, sincere, real, stamped with blood. They integrated their revolutions in one. They melted the geographic distance. They overcome the language barrier. They made us believe that destiny is possible and international solidarity is a must. and in South Africa was not less than our commitment to the struggle in Palestine. In the old days, the pictures of Nelson Mandela, Sam Nujuma, Yasser Arafat, Fidel Castro were always held in our training camps, with Che Guevara too, and recently the pictures of Hugo Chavez used to decorate our trenches, but also used and still decorating our hearts and our minds. They wrote our history, they created our future, their sacrifice made our lives much easier, much safer, and much freer. We enjoy today their achievements, and we are building on such achievements for further successes. They are the immortals because they live inside each one of us. We are to respect their memory. We have to be faithful to their memory, and this is a promise that we have always to make. Despite what I have said, few small remarks. While all the revolutions succeeded in their objectives and were transformed from an active revolution to a revolutionary states, the Palestinian revolution continued until today, trying to achieve its goals and fighting for the same objectives: freedom and independence and self-determination. The second remark, that our enemies did not give up and they did not accept the defeat. They are continuing working in order to defeat our successes and our revolutions, but in different ways and different forms. They have transformed their ability to infiltrate, to inject defeat among all of us. That's why we have to be careful, we have to be alert, and we have to stand to defend the successes of our revolutions. The third remark, that solidarity, cooperation, coordination among us are still needed. We did not close that chapter. The chapter is still open, and it requires from all of us solidarity and cooperation. Like before, but with different ways. Our sacred bond, the old revolutionary bond, has to be brought back, revived, and reinvigorated. We should share our successes among us as we have shared our struggles among us long time ago. We cannot erase the past. We cannot ignore the present, and we cannot compromise our future. That's very important. When I look at you and visiting Namibia, I was proud of your achievements, your leaders, that they have really fought in order to provide you full respect, self-determination, to enjoy your freedom in your own independent and free country. And I want you always to remember that your sisters and brothers in Palestine are still fighting to achieve the same objectives. We still, for our freedom and for our independence. All my colleagues here, the Palestinian delegation, all of them, they were born after 1967, the year of Israeli occupation of West Bank, East Jerusalem, Gaza Strip, the land of the state of Palestine. They have lived all their lives under Israeli military occupation. They aspire to be like you, to be free, to live in free Palestine. And we cannot do it alone. We need your help, we need your support, and we need your solidarity. Imagine what it means when you wake up in the morning in order to count the death. How many Palestinians were killed? How many children were killed? Yesterday alone, 2 Palestinians were killed. One, 16 years old, who stood up to defend his land from the Israeli settlers. And another one, a disabled man of 55 years old, succumbed to his injuries and also died yesterday. Yesterday alone, the Israelis announced the confiscation of thousands and thousands of Palestinian privately owned acres of land. Yesterday alone, the Israelis announced the construction of illegal settlement units to house illegal Israeli settlers in the occupied Palestinian land. Yesterday alone, the Israeli soldiers did incursions into so many Palestinian villages, refugee camps, and cities to undermine and to threaten the lives of innocent Palestinians. The incursions are made after midnight in order to inject fears among the Palestinian families and their children. Yesterday alone, Israeli military occupation demolished Palestinian homes. Yesterday alone, Israeli settlers occupied Palestinian houses illegally. Yesterday alone, Israeli settlers burned Palestinian trees. This has really happened yesterday, but it happens every day. Every day. The occupation did not start yesterday. The occupation started 55 years ago, and it continues. And it will continue as long as the international community does not care. As long as there is no serious sound and voice and power to stop it. And that's why we looked at you in Namibia, in South Africa, in Cuba, in Nicaragua, in many other countries, Algeria, in Egypt, in many other countries, in order really to stand up, to voice their rejection to the continuation of occupation, and in order to see that Palestinian people deserve the right to their self-determination, freedom, and independence. The Israeli occupation transformed the prolonged occupation after 55 years into a system of colonialism, and after that into a system of apartheid. And we do live in the occupied land of the state of Palestine under the system of apartheid, a system that was, defeated in Namibia and in South Africa. The system was revived in occupied land of Palestine by the Israeli occupation. And that's why, comrades, your fight is not over. Your fight should continue. La luta continua. Thank you very much.